What's up guys and welcome back to Gladiators Tennis, and today we're reviewing the one and only Babolat Pure Aero Rafa Origins Edition. This is technically Rafa Nadal spec, not sure if that's true, but check out the specs.
Yo, Grish, what are your thoughts before playing with this racket?
I mean, it's an Aero. Even though it's the Rafa Origin Edition, it's still an Aero, and it's not the best racket for my particular playing style, but I really like the previous version for, for what it is and what it's made for. I guess we'll see. It's like 317 grams, I think, and it's like all in the head. So I'm pretty sure that more than one ball is gonna end up in the fence in my highlights, but I guess we'll see now.
Oof, Glads, it has been a while since a racket review, and we're coming back with a special one. The Babolat Pure Aero Origin Edition. This is the closest you will get to Nadal's actual spec with a stock racket. It's 317 grams, and with the strings on, the balance is noticeably in the head, and that makes it feel really heavy. Combine that with a pretty high stiffness, and those players with elbow and shoulder problems should really watch out for this one. However, despite that, I have to say that this is by far my favorite Babolat racket, period. I first tried it strung at 24 kgs, and honestly, the power was just overwhelming. I barely touched the ball and it was already in the fence. So I've decided to string it with my preferred tension of 26-25, and the racket changed completely. The awesome power stayed, but it was tamed and I could unleash it whenever I wanted to, and not whenever the racket decided to just go nuts. The main problem I have when it comes to powerful rackets is the lack of stability, especially on the backhand side. Here, however, that's solved completely. Thanks to the crazy weight and weight distribution, the racket penetrates through the ball like hot wife through butter. Wait, what? Hot wife through... Oh, hot knife through butter, and therefore that upgrade in stability is especially noticeable on the backhand side, where I was feeling the ball perfectly, which allowed me to switch down the line as if I was playing with my Gravity Pro. Even when I wasn't arriving to the ball on time and was letting it go slightly behind the perfect contact point, I could just slightly adjust the swing with the wrist and the ball would go perfectly where I wanted it to. On the forehand side, something you have to keep in mind if you're planning to buy this one is that it's quite a bit harder to produce spinny shots with this one compared to the classic Aero. Because of the weight, it is way harder to flick it to produce the spin. However, if you're a crazy machine like Nadal and do manage to flick the wrist, your forehands are going to be absolutely lethal. I didn't manage to hit that many volleys, but those that I did were very solid. Powerful and stable racket combined with a big sweet spot. Oh yes, what else do you need for your volley game? Very easy to direct the shots and very hard to miss hit. Smashes though were definitely a problem because I was struggling to get used to moving such a high swing weight quickly, though that's just a matter of getting used to. Serves were the most indefinite aspect with this racket, as I could see a huge potential on pretty much all variations of the serve, especially the flat one, but was struggling to execute them. Again though, this is just a matter of adjusting to the unusual balance and weight and your serves will pop. I'm confident about it, as when I was figuring out the formula, my first serves were close to impossible to return and my second serves were bouncing very uncomfortably and with good angle. I think that's about it. Not gonna mention the design because it's subjective, but yeah, as I said, this is by far my favorite Babolat racket out there. Oh, and Glads, remember that if you want to get this beautiful Babolat Pure Aero Rafa Origin Edition, the link to get it, like always, is going to be down in the description below, together with our exclusive discount code that's going to help you save some cash, and that really helps the channel. So maybe go check it out after watching Nikkis review, of course. And now, back to the video.
Gods, Nikki is back to review the Pure Aero.
Yeah, so what's up guys? I'm a very big Rafa fan, but I don't think that this racket really suits my playing style. Very heavy, 317 grams, as Grisha mentioned before. Head heavy, and I'm a very, spin-orientated player, so probably more balls are going to end up in the wall than in the court. But we'll see. Check out our highlights.
It's a great opportunity.
Great
Guys,
opportunity.
you're about to see pretty much the same exact review as you saw of me, because we have a pretty similar playing style, but still.
No, but it's a great opportunity, I think, that we get good balls, good playing style, and you know, Rafa, we love you, Rafa.
What's up, Glads? It's been a while since my last review, and I'm excited to share my thoughts about this one. Overall, it's a pretty decent racket for players who like to put a lot of topspin in their shots, especially on the forehand side. This Babolat provides quite a lot of topspin power, and it has a decent sweet spot, which helps to avoid making a bad shot when you don't hit the ball with the center of your strings. Baseline felt decent. I felt that the racket gave me quite some power and spin, but I could not hit my flat balls. It had too much pop from the strings, which forced me to resort to hitting mostly with a topspin or slice. I came to hit a few volleys, and I felt good. Again, thanks to its big sweet spot, it's easy to have a good feel with the incoming volleys, which gave me more control over my shots. This helped me on those volleys where I had to reach for them, especially on my forehand side. Serves, however, was a mixed feeling. I felt that I couldn't serve the balls flat, and I was forced to use my topspin serve excessively, which led to some easy points for Grisha. Again, the racket has too much power for me, and I could not control flat serves, which took some confidence away from my shots. Now, I wouldn't buy this racket for myself. I felt that it was too heavy for my liking. I did not provide enough control for my game style, and I felt that my arm was getting tired. I'm used to playing with a 305 gram head extreme racket, so to change to this Babolat felt as if I played with a dumbbell. Now, I would recommend this frame to someone who is used to playing with heavier rackets and who needs more power out of their frame. As I mentioned previously, it gives a lot of power to the shots and has quite a big sweet spot, which helps with playing in general.
Therefore, if you are okay with a very heavy racket and looking for a very power-oriented frame, then look no further than the Babolat Pure Aero Origin. Because in addition to that power, thanks to the weight, you also get incredible stability, which is quite rare in power-oriented rackets. And now let's look at the scores.